From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Hannah Mordeau, and this is your News 8 Daily for Wednesday, January 28th. It is a Storm Track 8 weather alert day again, not because of any snow, but because of the brutal, bitter, cold temperatures. Here's meteorologist Marcus Bailey with how cold it's going to be today.
All counties in blue, central Indiana, under that extreme cold warning, goes until noon, and the rest of the state under a cold weather advisory. Basically, the difference is the dark blue means you're going to get possibly down to minus 25 with the wind chill. The light blue means you get as low as minus 20. Either way, frigid to start off the day here. Live look from our backyard. We are at 3 below air temperature. It is not super windy, thankfully. Southwest wind at 7, though it's enough to send the wind chill down to 17 below. 20 below in Richmond, 17 below in Kokomo, 12 below Lafayette, 9 below in Muncie and in Washington. So it is rough. These numbers probably get a little bit colder as we go deeper into the morning. We approach daybreak in the next 4 hours. Arctic air just, again, hovering right over the Midwest, and then you add to it the dense snowpack that we have, the clear sky, the lighter winds. It makes for these frigid temperatures. We're probably going to stay sub-zero at least until mid-morning. We'll get into positive territory, hopefully by late morning into the lunchtime. I'm going with a high of 16, colder than yesterday. Wind chill values, if we are lucky, get above 0 for today. And I think that's going to be the trend for the rest of the week.
At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
Even if the snow's off the road, it can still be very slick outside. Indiana State Police Sergeant John Brine shared a video with us that shows him slipping and falling on I-70 yesterday morning. He says he's okay, but he's urging everyone to be cautious on the roads. State Police shut down I-70 and 465 on the city's east side yesterday after multiple crashes due to ice. State troopers have been busy in the Indianapolis district. As of 3 p.m. yesterday, troopers have responded to at least 407 crashes, 46 included injuries. Police have also reported at least 178 slide-offs and helped more than 600 stuck or stalled vehicles. Most of the states now under a travel watch. You can see the map on wishtv.com right now. The area that is in orange is the watch. It means state officials suggest essential travel only, like going to and from work or emergency situations. Only county right now under a travel warning in red is Jay County. Hamilton and Boone counties have shifted to a yellow travel advisory. That means you should use caution or avoid these areas if you can. Like the roads, there is improvement at the Indianapolis airport. So far, 10 flights are delayed this morning. 8 flights are canceled today. Airports across the U.S. are improving too. More than 600 flights are canceled so far. We're going to keep you updated on any other delays or cancellations as we get them throughout the morning. New on Daybreak, Marion County Prosecutor Ryan Mears says he intends to run for re-election later this year, but he also says he has not ruled out a run for mayor of Indianapolis next year. Our news gathering partners at Mirror Indy report that Mears made that comment at the State House yesterday, but when a reporter asked Mears if he had ruled out a run for mayor in 2027, he responded, quote, "It's like any conversation. Yes, no, maybe." So far, former City County Council President Bob Osley is the only person who has formally announced a run for mayor next year. Happening today at the State House, lawmakers are set to consider several major bills. The House is set to vote on a bill that would allow inmates to be executed by a firing squad or nitrogen hypoxia, which would suffocate the inmate with nitrogen. House could also vote on a utility rate-making bill, which would require affordability and reliability metrics to be met before rates could be raised. In the Senate, lawmakers could vote on a bill to create an authority that could lead to a new stadium for the Chicago Bears in the northwest side of Indiana. State senators have also approved a bill to require students to use the bathroom that matches their assigned sex at birth and not their gender identity. Senators amended the bill after a committee hearing. It would apply to students at public colleges and universities and in public kindergarten through high schools. News 8's government reporter Garrett Berquist has reaction.
The language governing bathroom use was added to the bill in committee last week. Ahead of Tuesday's Senate session, transgender rights advocates delivered a petition with more than 1,000 signatures against the bill. The measure requires students at all public K-12 schools and universities to use bathrooms, locker rooms, and shower areas that match their sex assigned at birth, not their gender identity. It would not apply to single-person facilities. Andre Hardy is a transgender man. He says the bill has not been carefully thought through.
This would force me to use the women's restroom in public and or not use the restroom at all for fear of being arrested. And that, for me, is very dangerous, not just because I deserve the human right to use the bathroom, but, I might have to make a choice whether I break the law or don't break the law, and no one should have to make that choice.
It also requires birth certificates to identify the sex assigned at birth and prohibits changes for any reason other than diagnosed sex development disorders. Members of the transgender community say that puts them at personal risk. The bill's author says it's about protecting people and having a single, clearly defined set of rules.
This does actually allow women to continue to have their private spaces. Just because you have decided today that you identify as a man doesn't mean you can go into a woman's space. That's a good thing. That protects women.
The bill now moves over to the House for further consideration. At the State House, I'm Garrett Bergquist for Wish TV and WishTV.com.
A scaled-back version of a bill focused on bringing the Ten Commandments into public school classrooms is moving to the full House. The House Education Committee amended the bill yesterday to allow teachers to display the Ten Commandments in their classrooms but not require it. More than a dozen Republican-led states have introduced similar bills, but courts have repeatedly struck those down as violations of the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment.
I feel like our kids today have lost their way. We need some moral guidance, and I think the Ten Commandments is a time-tested, true document that tells our young folks how they should be acting and helps kind of give them a moral compass.
There are two prominent versions of the Ten Commandments in the Bible, in Exodus 20 and Deuteronomy 5, but they're not identical. They're organized differently by Catholic, Protestant, Eastern Orthodox, and Jewish faith communities. Whose version is being authorized by the Indiana state government?
Tomorrow is the deadline for bills to pass in either the House or Senate and remain alive for the rest of the session. Sports now. IU is victorious over Purdue in the rivalry in Bloomington at Assembly Hall. The Boilers got within 2 points in the game when IU's Connor Enright knocked down a three to help secure the win. Hoosiers have been up and down all season, but upset the number 12 Boilermakers 72-67. The Purdue men have now lost 3 games in a row. The victory came same night that IU fans paid tribute to the national champion IU football team during the ceremony before the game. News 8's Angela Morian was in Bloomington and brings us reaction from the players and coaches.
For the 4th time in the last 5 years, the Indiana Hoosiers toppled a ranked Purdue right here in Assembly Hall, beating the 12th ranked Boilers 72-67 last night. The Hoosiers' hero this time around was Nick Dorn, who drained 4 threes in just his second start in the Cream and Crimson. Head coach Darren DeVries got his first win against the Boilers, and he spent most of his post-game press conference talking about the fans.
The biggest key was that crowd out there. I mean, that was awesome. I mean, that's what makes this place so special. Our crowd kept willing us, to keep fighting in every possession. So I want to thank this crowd for their efforts tonight.
It's always special just to be able to do this against Purdue in this environment, sold-out crowd. It's nothing like it. I mean, I could barely hear, so I really enjoy playing in it.
The crowd feeds off how we play, and I think the last couple of weeks we've been starting to play more for each other, playing hard together. So obviously beating a rival like Purdue is big for us, and so I think propels us these last 2 wins, giving us good momentum.
It gets frustrating, to be frank with you, because we have too good of a team. And if they just come in here and play we just come in here and they play lights out and they just, knock our socks off and that's that. That wasn't the case. We have to do a better job. We got to find some guys that will do it for 40 minutes.
Obviously, we don't want to be in this position, but it's happened. It happened last year. It happened this year. So I think for us we've been through it and we understand how to get over that. And then it's on us from here on out to kind of go out and do that.
Purdue's losing streak now grows to 3 straight games. The Boilers need to turn all of those frustrations into effort next time out on the floor, which will be at Maryland on Sunday. Meanwhile, the Hoosiers hoping to continue growing that momentum out west at UCLA on Saturday. In Bloomington, I'm Angela Morian for Wish TV and WishTV.com.
So before the game, head football coach Chris Signetti and some IU football players brought the national championship trophy to half court. Signetti also took the mic and thanked IU fans for their support. And they got plenty of cheers, too. Big Ten released schedules yesterday. Mark your calendar. IU will face Ohio State and Michigan in back-to-back weeks on October 17th and 24th. As for Purdue, they open the football season at home against Indiana State on September 5th. Boilermakers travel to Notre Dame on September 26th. Old Oak and Bucket game against IU, between IU and Purdue. It's back on Saturday this season. Game will be in Bloomington on November 28th, 2 days after Thanksgiving. Okay, iTeammate has new video showing the arrest of 3 people connected to the shooting of a Tippecanoe County judge and his wife. 5 people are charged in what authorities are calling a targeted attack. iTeammate's Tim Spears reports.
Investigators claim the shooting was aimed at stopping the jury trial of Thomas Moss. He's one of those 5 people arrested almost simultaneously across 5 locations. Today, authorities gave us a glimpse of the synchronized operation. Caught in a traffic stop, ordered out of his home, and a breach through the front door. New video from Lafayette Police shows the arrests of 3 people accused of shooting a Tippecanoe County judge. Step to your left! The arrests happening within minutes of each other in a coordinated operation involving local, state, and federal law enforcement. Keep going!
When faced with violence meant to intimidate and disrupt, this community chose strength. We chose unity.
The agencies gathered Tuesday in a show of force with a forceful message against what they called an assault on the entire judicial system.
Attacks like this strike at the core of who we are as a civil society and erode the rule of law and will not be tolerated.
Judge Stephen Meyer and his wife Kimberly are still recovering. Both shot through the front door of their home on a Sunday afternoon. Judge Meyer was set to preside over the jury trial for Thomas Moss's domestic battery case. Prosecutors claim Raylan Ferguson fired the gunshots and Blake Smith bought the gun. All 3 were arrested in Indiana.
That act of violence did not prevail.
Zenata Greer was arrested in Lexington. Police claim her car was spotted at the scene, and she shares an address with Ferguson, the suspected shooter. Police say the 5th suspect, Amanda Millsap, attempted to bribe the witness testifying against Moss with $10,000 from the Vice Lords gang. She was taken into custody at the Lafayette Public Safety Center. All 5 now facing multiple charges tied to the shooting.
We continue to move forward united, resilient, and unwavering in our commitment to justice.
Now, you might think to yourself, if the allegations are true, what good would shooting a judge do to stop a trial? Wouldn't they just find another judge? Well, they have. Special Judge Lisa Swaim has taken over Moss's battery case. The trial is now scheduled to happen in May. In studio, Tim Spears for Wish TV and WishTV.com.
Wish TV is your education station. It is almost time to meet our Golden Apple Award winner for January. We've surprised him with the award in a school supply shopping spree to teachers' treasures and $500 thanks to our partners at Hensley Legal Group. So here are 3 clues. He's a teacher's aide in Indianapolis at Crystal House Academy South. He's trained to help special education students, but honestly, he helps everyone at the school. We talked to 12 kids who say he's made an impact on their lives, and they also say he's just loud, so everyone at the school knows him.
Oh, he's funny, and well, he's really loud. He's really loud in the hallways, but like in a funny way.
Very boisterous. He's very, you can hear him anywhere he is in the building. You'll hear him before you see him.
Who's this? He's the best teacher.
He's a good teacher and he's funny.
Nicest teachers I ever seen.
He's a great teacher. Stares at me and then it's funny. He kind of like cheers me up.
He's funny. He's nice. He's kind.
He's funny and he's kind-hearted.
He's consistent, right? You can see us surprise our winner tomorrow morning at 7:30 on Wish TV's Daybreak. This has been your News 8 Daily from Wish TV. I'm Hannah Mordeau. Watch us on Wish TV and WishTV.com.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at WishTV.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.